Good day, folks. This is Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today I was gonna give you an update on our hybrid poplars that we planted. These have been in the ground. Today is the 30th. Just about 30 days. I will admit I was a little bit skeptical of planting these because all they were was a stick. They were a dried shoot, or basically a limb, a cutting off of a hybrid poplar tree. We got these out of a guy brought some down from Wisconsin. Anyway, not all of them took, but down here we planted, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. This one's still green in there. It might, I don't know, it might still come. Look at this one though, it's crazy. I've never seen a tree grow like this. It's already over my head. It's grown a foot. It's grown over a foot in a week, or I'm sorry, in a month. We put the tree tubes around. You can see the leaves in there. We don't put these around there, folks. The deer, everything, the cattle, everything will eat them. So we put this, we bought these tree tubes, and they are reusable. They actually, you can take this loose and this little fiberglass rod goes with it. And you can open that puppy up and basically reuse it as a tube. Huh, look at that. It's coming through that little slot right there. We put these little, it looks like a hairnet. And that's to keep birds and such from going down inside your tube and laying a nest down in there. Of course, the tree swallow, he's like, Greg, what are you doing around my house? Well, they're both sitting there. Folks, we have got tree swallows, unbelievable. We put houses all the way through our new farm here. On every paddock division, they go the full length of the farm now. And I think we've got around 60 on the new farm. And we put them all the way down Route F. So every 100 feet or so, maybe every 200 feet, there's a birdhouse. It's kind of easy to tell when people they come out here, they recognize the birdhouses and like, well, that must be one of Greg and Jan's farms. Anyway, the bulls and the steers over there playing. They're like, why haven't you moved us? Well, this morning was bull days, and we finished up in about an hour and a half. Everybody was waiting right there this morning, and I'm gonna move away from this house. I'm making them tree swallows. I'm not very happy. They are such cool birds. Get just a little further away. And they are beautiful birds. I'm always so hyped on tree swallows. It's because an adult pair of them will eat 8,000 flies a day. And the mathematicians in the group, some of them are very skeptical out there, saying, well, tree swallows got to eat one a second or some crazy number like that to equal 8,000. I'm like, well, when they come in to eat, they can get more than one fly in a bite. I mean, they're over the top of these cows, they're just hammering them. And of course, they're feeding those flies back to their young here in the birdhouse. Which is pretty cool. It's our natural fly control. It's not 100%, but you know what? If you got 60 houses and 60 pairs of tree swallows times 8, that's what's 6? That's 400. It's 480,000. 400, that's right at 500,000 flies a day that are gone. And I didn't have to put out fly rubs, which actually are detrimental to your soil health. Fly rubs are, you pour some kind of chemical on it, the animals come and rub on it. Of course, that gets into the bloodstream, ends up in the poop and the urine, and you kill all your manure pads. Good way, good way to go broke. If you have manure pads that aren't being broken down because you've killed them, you've made all your manure pads basically toxic time bombs by filling your cattle full of petroleum, whether it's an oil rub or some kind of fly rub, or you're feeding the fly insecticide. You can get that in your mineral feeder or put it in the mineral. We don't do any of that stuff. I'm just not gonna, I don't want to kill the biology on my farm, folks. I want my critters on the soil to be left alone so I can grow grass like this without any chemical fertilizer. And yeah, we've got a ton of grass. It's all being grown naturally by the manure and the urine, and we don't have to buy it. So at the end of the day, our money is staying on the farm. It's not going to town, and we're kind of hyped about that. I think enough of the farmer's money ends up in the inputs people's pockets the way it is. We don't need to be, you know, it's like a it's like a hurricane. It all ends up in town and it leaves the farm where all the work is being done is out here on the farm, and yet the input people come along and take all the money. The people that sell all the stuff that they say our cattle need, otherwise they'll die, or they're not going to gain well, or you'll go broke, or they'll get sick, or whatever. And they've sold this to a lot of people, and so people kind of freak out, you know. Some professional will tell them, well, you got to do this or you're not going to be able to make it. And so they do it, and then at the end of the year they don't have any money, because they gave it all away buying all this specialty stuff that we say we need just to raise livestock like that. So they're ready to move. I need to get over there. I've got a lane built back to the water. I've already got the new paddock opened up, and we're gonna move these critters. I've got to go get some posts. I wanted to show you the progression over here real quick, where we fed the hay this winter. This is the roads that the developer built. He's going to put houses all over the farm, and we're fortunate enough that it didn't work out for the developer because we couldn't get water out. But it worked out for us. Really, really nice cattle farm. That's what it was before they bought it. And it's just nice to see it kept in grass. Everything here is grass. I have to zero out. There we go. I'm sorry about that. It's hard to shift with one hand too. This bank right here was just washing away, and so I unrolled the hay in here. There was no grass, and now you can see coming. I even sowed the grass seed into the rock, which I'm driving on right now. Let's see what kind of stand I got here. So we went from zero grass this winter. I mean, it looked like that when I started. And I unrolled hay. Before I unrolled the hay, I took a little spin seeder and I just really put the fescue seed in here really, really thick. Then I brought the cattle in and took the Judy Bale unroller and unrolled hay in here and spread this all out really evenly with hay. And look at it. I mean, I would say by the end of the summer, you're not going to be able to tell there was even a road here. So this has been done literally. We did this practice, it's 1st of March. So March, April, May, 3 months. In 90 days, it's done this. I mean, some of it's almost completely covered. You can't hardly tell. But see that when they came in and cut this road for this subdivision, they didn't put any ditches in or anything. They just took a big old dozer and took the topsoil off and threw some rock on it. And of course, these sides of these banks, when I got a heavy rain, it was washing really bad. I mean, I had some ravines in here that were just ugly. And I didn't smooth it out with a tractor or nothing. I just fed hay on it. And the cattle came in here, ate the hay, some of it. I didn't want them to eat it all. I've still got some hay left here. This will all fill in over time. And by them grazing on this, they actually sloughed off the ravines. And so I don't have any ravines in here anymore. All I've got is forage and some rotten hay that's decomposing, and it's gonna grow more grass in here. So I'm tickled to death about that. Folks, this is the neatest thing right here. We call those, or actually Jan nicknamed that the fence jumper. We've got this on our four-wheelers, so when you run over your polywire here, it just guides it underneath, and it makes it really nice. You don't have to get off your four-wheeler, just drive over the fence, and so it saves a ton of time. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, and we'll see y'all next time.